Yeah, but what do they promise? What does everybody promise when they go to the training course? You see the advertising. Hey, you want to make 6 figures? You want to be your own boss? You want to change lives? Come take our course. Their course is not going to give you that. You have to
put the work in. Yeah.
Put the work in.
Yeah.
So
I've talked to quite a few artists about this. I really think people should say, obviously, you got to do what you got to do to market, but you should also let people know, we teach you the basics, the foundation, but it's up to you to apply what we teach you and practice to get better so you can eventually get more clients. You know, it's just, you're not going to take 3 or 4 days or even a month of SMP training and just be good. You got to see how it heals. Let them come back, do it again, go in between, second session, third session, see how it looks in 6 months, a year. You know, it's constantly trying to get better. Every hair follicle replication, I'm trying to get better. Each person, different skin tones, scars. It's like, it's a never ending learning process.
You're right. But if you give everybody, if you have a class of 10 people and you give everybody a certificate, everybody, you may get 1 or 2 people that are going to do what you just said. And they're going to want to practice and they're going to educate themselves more and they're going to want to get better. But you got the other 8 that are going to I got my certificate, I'm good to go. So you're getting more bad artists out there who just using that certificate. And this is the amazing thing to me. Someone who has a 3-day training is going to get a certificate. That certificate has just as much merit as mine does. And I've been doing this for 11 years. It literally does.
You're right. The problem is, you're right. The thing is, if I'm the customer, you got to do your research is really what it comes down to.
Right.
You want to see, you want to look at all their pictures. You want to look at their historical, look at the reviews, all that sort of thing, and go in and talk to them. And if you're shopping for the cheapest, then you're probably going to get the cheapest results on top of that.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Maybe I think about this all the time. What can we do? Because making an SMP school, let's say we made an SMP school, a college, right? But somebody has to pay for that. Somebody has to pay for the college. Like it's not like we're getting government funding for this, and you can't get tuition assistance and all that sort of thing. So it's like each business, like if I were to do it, I would have to put all the upfront costs to fund the whole project. You see what I'm saying?
You don't need that. So I'm going to use the tattoo industry. Okay. If you wanted to learn to be a tattooer, what are you going to do? You're going to probably go find somebody who you like their work. Hey, I want to learn black and gray portraits like my favorite artist, Tim over here. You're going to approach Tim. Hey, listen, I really want to learn what you do. Are you taking on any apprentices? And they'll say, if they have time, they're like, yeah, you'll be my apprentice. Now you're going to be his apprentice. You're going to be cleaning shop. You're going to be wiping down stuff. You're going to be doing all that stuff in exchange for him teaching you stuff. Now it's going to take a while, a year, 2 years, because you're going to be apprenticing. Now I know some tattoo artists who will have apprenticed, just touched skin for the first time, because they won't touch skin until their mentor gives them the thumbs up. They won't do it because they want to learn the right way. They're going through the process. They're going through the hours and months and almost years sometimes to learn this skill with the hopes of when I'm done, I'm going to have all the knowledge in the world that if I open up my own shop and I don't have my mentor over my shoulder, I can do this. We need to get more towards an apprenticeship program.
I agree. That would definitely be the best for learning. But I guess the concern would be, one, is the apprentice paying the trainer to come sit there for a year? Because then if you're the person who's training, you still got to work. If you're not like a young kid, you still, you're not living with your parents, you probably have bills to pay. Right. So you can't really dedicate that much time. And then do you want to have this person shadowing you all day? Might get annoying. You want to take breaks, stuff like that.
There should be a value to it. There is a value of learning something. When you go to college, you pay this much money. Why? To get the value of learning from professionals. Yeah. It's worth something, but nobody wants to pay it. People want things cheap, quick, and good. Those 3 things you can't get, because if it's cheap, it ain't good, and it's not fast. Yeah. So people have stopped wanting to do things the right way and put in the money and put in the time and put in the work.
Agreed.
People have gotten lazy, but some people do. Some people will put in the time, but there's going to be very rare. Our industry is growing. I'm sure you agree with that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's growing in quantity, not quality.
Yes. And but out of the let's say 1,000 SMP artists that are trained every 6 months, we might get 7 people who continue to grow and get better and better and better, and will eventually have a successful shop. The other part is, if you were to be a trainee, you get little bald spots here and there where you could get the practice. But like if you're an apprentice in tattoo shop, okay, I want, something that's 2 by 2 inches. You don't really get that too much in the, it's like you got to do the whole head.